Hey guys, welcome back to Migration Nuggets. Now today on Migration Nuggets, we're going to be starting a 5-part series where we'll be busting some of the biggest myths about migration and migrants. Sounds like fun? Let's check it out. So today's myth is a 2-for-1 special. The myth number 1 is that migration is for the poor, or all migrants are poor. And the myth number 2 is that migrants are here to steal your job. I'm sure you've heard these before. Well, let's demystify, if you will. First of all, migration is not only for the poor. Now, while the poor do migrate, it's important to note that there are many migrants that are doctors, lawyers, engineers, tech gurus, and millionaires, in fact. So migrants are not only poor people. In fact, for example, in Nigeria, you have a lot of highly skilled professionals like medical doctors that are migrating on a daily basis. Nigeria is among the top 5 sending countries for medical professionals across the world. In the United Kingdom, for example, there are 15,000 Nigerian medical doctors practicing today, and several thousands more in the United States, in Canada, and across the Gulf region. So you can see that poverty is not the only driving force for migration. Also, migration is not cheap and can be really expensive. A recent study by the International Organization for Migration, IOM, reveals that migrants spend several thousands of dollars in visa application fees, booking accommodation, flight booking, and other documentation that it takes to migrate regularly. So, do you still think that migration is only for the poor? I don't think so. And so, are migrants here to steal your jobs? Well, let's dig deeper. The International Labour Organization reveals that migrants make up only 5% of the global workforce across the world. And guess what? They often take jobs that the locals are either unwilling to take or they do not have the skill set for. Here in Nigeria, for example, think about the tech industry. The tech boys and tech girls that are migrating are not migrating to take up people's jobs. They're not going there to replace the workforce. They are actually going there to fill a global skills gap. Plus, when migrants move into a new city, they make demands for accommodation, food, and services. And what does this do? This boosts the local economy, creating opportunities and jobs for the locals. And is that really a bad thing? I don't think so. And so with these few words of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that migration is not only for the poor and the migrants are not here to steal your job. Eventually, migration can help to boost the local economy. And that is your Migration Nugget for today. See you next time on Migration Nuggets, where we'll be busting another myth. In the meantime, please comment, like, and share. Cheers.